Today, the family of George Floyd is still pushing forward for more progress to honor him. His uncle, Selwyn Jones, is looking to make May 25th George Floyd Forever Day to commemorate his life. Selwyn is joining us live now to talk more about his efforts, and Liz Darden, the co-founder of Hope 929 organization with Selwyn. We appreciate both of you coming on the show this morning to chat with us.
Thank you. I appreciate you giving us an opportunity to be here.
Selwyn, for many, today is a day that, people celebrate in a somber way, but for his family, for those closest to him, it's still, it's got to be extremely tough.
This is not about celebration, but this is about a spirit. He gave us an opportunity to make a difference in this world by the horrific death that he had to endure for us to be able to stand up and make a difference. And that's what me and Ms. Darden have been doing all over the country, because I owe that to him. I owe that to him. I owe that to your child, my child. Every child needs to be not able to have that particular situation done to them because of the color of their skin. It doesn't matter whether you're black, white, pink, green, yellow, or orange. Nobody needs to bury their child in any horrific situation that occurred to my nephew.
Yeah, Selwyn, talk a little bit about the advocacy work that you've done over the last few years and how you, Liz, together you guys co-founded Hope 929, the foundation, what it does, how it works, that sort of thing.
I've been to too many funerals. I've been in too many sad and bad situations by people that were put into bad situations because of gun violence, because of police brutality, because of domestic violence. We have Sumter County started tackling all bad situations when it comes down to humanity, and that's what we're basically doing. Liz can give you a brief explanation of what we've been doing as far as hope.
Absolutely. It's about coming together, creating a space of unity, building stronger, more equitable futures for communities across the nation. And it's an underlying problem that people face no matter what their background is. There's groups that have been historically marginalized, and we want people to be heard. We want people to feel valued. And so that's what we've been working on, projects in the public safety area, projects to help the youth use their voice. And we have seminars and we collaborate with organizations that are already existing to build a brighter future for tomorrow. Uncle Selwyn and I came together in Harrison, Arkansas, where I reside, at a Unity in the Community event. And we have a negative narrative here of being the most racist town in the nation. That's a false label. And just like other individuals around this country, they've been falsely labeled. There's stereotypes, and we want to just change the negative narratives that we have among us. And on this day, we honor George Floyd because of how his tragic death brought people together. For 3 days, people came and marched and said enough was enough. This day is also significant, Uncle Selwyn, because we honor Dr. DeLuey, who was a humanitarian who passed away the same day 2 years later of George. And he came up with the Medical Civil Rights Act. This Medical Civil Rights Act will preserve lives. As of right now, there's not a law that says if a person were to request medical assistance with any interaction with police officers, there's no law for an officer to put that to effect, to call EMS. And so we're also pushing that Medical Civil Rights Act and helping these humanitarians who initiated this back in 2015 push it to be passed on a federal level.
For people who are watching right now, listening right now, and they want to get involved, how can they go about doing so?
Absolutely. Join in on the conversation. It's important to speak up, use your voice. We have a podcast called Setting It Straight with Selwyn, where we bring on other family members who have experienced tragedies, you know, who didn't have an opportunity like Darnella Frazier to film their instance. So them trying to overcome the tragic death and have to conduct their own investigations, because there's a lot of cover up. There's a lot of gaps in our system. And join in on the conversation. Let the legislators know that you're open to reform. A lot of the time, the problem is that people don't care until they have to go through it themselves. It's not just a one demographic issue. This is a humanitarian issue. So Setting It Straight with Selwyn is our podcast. Hope929.org is our website, and just join in on this journey. You know, it's ever evolving, and we need supporters. We need people to come together and hashtag George Floyd Forever Day. We are in talks with officials around the country to actually make this an official day, like Martin Luther King Day. And the world, all over the world, saw a tremendous need to come and make a stance. We need to continue to make that stance and see the gaps of what areas we need to work on.
Liz Darden, Selwyn Jones, thank you both for coming on the show. I know you're going to have a very busy day, and we appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.